So I thought that I could ignore that phone call that came through, but I actually had to take that. It was very important. There was some business I had to attend to with that. So forgive me for interrupting the video when I was in the middle of making a fucking point. So anyway, I was talking about Lekabel. Lekabel is an angelic energy, and it's an energy that I vibrate with and an energy I'm aligned with. Okay? When I was talking about Osiris in the first video I did about this, what I was saying was this: if the subconscious mind represents feminine energy and the conscious mind, I'm going to say, represents masculine energy or a form of masculine energy, then we'll take the conscious mind out of it. If the subconscious mind represents, no, we can keep the conscious mind in it. Okay. The conscious mind represents masculine energy. Let's just say that. Because the conscious mind and the ego is Set. Set is Satan. Satan is the masculine part of the Luciferian energy. The Luciferian energy is feminine energy. Okay? We are so quick to call everything a man or everything a masculine energy or something that causes a or has a masculine vibration. So when we think in terms of sexual orientation or homosexuality, not the emotional outrage or not the emotional bullshit that so many black people are attached to when it comes to homosexuality, but when you look at it from a spiritual or a scientific, I'm not talking about physical science, I'm talking about quantum science, not physical. Because, see, physical science, while that is important, a lot of times too many emotions get caught up in that. So when you look at homosexuality from a quantum standpoint, and we understand the planet that we live on is, just a backwards place, then what I don't understand is that why is it that we cannot fathom why the things are happening in regards to homosexuality that are happening? Why are we surprised? If we call ourselves occultists and real spiritualists, why are we angry? Why are we bitter about people being gay? If it is an affliction of some sort, or if it is related to being in this matrix, then why the fuck are you mad? I'll tell you why people are mad, because it's an egotistical thing on a physical level. That's all I wanted to say about that. So that's why I'm looking at it from a quantum level. We label every fucking deity because we've been taught that through Christianity and whitewashing. That every deity is a fucking man or it's a fucking masculine energy. So if we're taught that, is it no wonder why everything is so backwards with the sexual orientations and shit? If we're taught that an energy is masculine and we are approaching that energy as a masculine energy, but it's really not masculine, it may really be a feminine energy, then is it no wonder why the sexes and the orientations and homosexuality and all this other stuff, is it no wonder why there are these types of so-called afflictions? Because we're communicating with energies in the wrong way, possibly. If something is a masculine energy, there are certain ways you have to communicate with that energy in order for you to get whatever you want to get out of it. You understand what I'm saying? Every deity and every angel is called a him. But what I've come to realize is that these deities, including our subconscious mind, and these angels, they're not all hymns. They're not all masculine. And I would even go as far as to say that most of them are feminine in nature, meaning that it connects to the black woman. See, this is why the black woman is such a fucking threat, even though most of y'all don't even know your own fucking power. But this is why black women are such a fucking threat to this matrix. This is why they have to put a masculine face on everything, including the myth of Osiris. How the fuck do we know Osiris was really a man? Because the subconscious mind, which is in the dark part of you that's hidden, that's feminine energy. Anything that deals with dark side is feminine energy. Anything. If it's dark side, that's feminine energy. And that only means that which is hidden within you. So Lekabel, this angelic deity, came to me twice as a black woman in the dream world, spiritual world, astral world, whatever you want to call it, and I didn't recognize it then. And also by appearing to me in the fucking physical. And I know a lot of people are not going to understand that. They're going to think that the actual deity appeared to me or materialized in front of me. No, that's not what I meant. The number that Lekabel vibrates with is number 10 and 20. And the woman that I saw in my dream, I recognized her. I'm not going to tell people who she is, but I recognized her. And when I broke down the numerical vibrations of her name, they came out to the number 20, or AKA the number 2. Those are the numbers that energy vibrates with. And I said, okay. Then my neighbor asked me, could she borrow? I needed something from her and she needed something from me. She asked me, could she borrow $2? I gave her $10 instead. These are the synchronicities that we don't pay attention to because we've been taught to think, oh, that's just a coincidence. Or, oh, no, that's how that energy was communicating with me. But so oftentimes what happens is we miss these communications. We shrug them off as being, just coincidences. So the point that I'm making is this. These angelic energies and deities and shit, a lot of these motherfucking deities are black women. A lot of these angels and shit are black women. They are not masculine. Most of the deities and spirits that I have seen that have come to me, they have come to me as black women. I didn't recognize that at first, but very few male deities come to me. Very few. So that goes back to the subconscious mind and Osiris. What the fuck do we really know? Now, the image of Osiris has always been painted to us as a masculine figure, as a man. But if we look at the subconscious mind and the function of the subconscious mind, and if we really look at and examine the battle between the subconscious mind and the ego, we can connect that to the battle of the sexes, the battle between women and men, masculine and feminine energy battling it out, when there's actually supposed to be a balance between the two. You feel what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come through and I wanted to, finish what I was saying in the video about these deities. They're not what we think. They are not what we think. A lot of times we're thinking that it's a masculine energy, but in actuality it may be a feminine energy, and that is what this angel came through to let me know. Wait a minute. No, I'm feminine energy. I am feminine energy. And if you notice, number 10 is an even number. Number 2 is an even number. Numbers carry a feminine and masculine vibrations too. So if Lekabel's numbers are 10 and 2, I know some people say that there's no such thing as 10. Okay, well, I'm going to say it is in this instance. 10 is an even number, and so is the number 2. The proof is right there in the pudding. But we have been bamboozled into believing that these deities and these angelic deities, which are all part of us encoded in our DNA as Black people, we have been tricked and bamboozled into believing, oh, it's all masculine energy. So if we believe that, is it, like I said, is it no wonder that we're all backwards and thrown off when it comes to, sexual orientation and this and that and that and this, that there's a reason behind it. So there shouldn't be any emotional anger or outburst if you are a true scientist. Scientists don't get mad about shit like that. We try to figure things out. So if Osiris is the sleeping subconscious mind in the world of the perfect black, and I just told you that anything has to do with darkness is feminine energy, that is where you find feminine energy in the dark. See, everybody's so concentrated on the light. That's the problem. Light is born out of darkness. So if darkness is doing the function of what a woman does, which is giving birth, just like planets and universes are born out of black holes. Talking about the black woman's vagina and the power that is inside of the black woman's vagina and inside of the black woman in general. So if darkness is doing the function of what a woman does, then it only concludes that feminine energy is the darkness. That is the darkness that everyone is afraid of. The subconscious mind is feminine. That's feminine energy. Osiris is feminine energy. That's the sleeping subconscious mind in the dark. But we've been told that that's a masculine energy. That's all I have to say.